Welcome to Hey, Let's Throw Away Your Husband's Thing.
I'm finally tackling the office. It's the perfect time because my husband took my daughter to the dentist this morning, so I have about an hour to be in here before he'll be working again. So here we are. I had wanted these in my office because I have a little space. This is stuff that needs to leave the house, and there's Goodwill stuff that needs to also leave the house. Over here, more cleaning tools that I wanted to get out. But this is the center of my world. My girls are going to do some painting for me, so there's the paint for that and some empty storage boxes. I think that's actually random things of mine. I need to go through that little box. I'm going to take on that little cabinet because I feel like it is central to the room. And my husband's desk, you can see over here, is a mess. And I'm really hoping to get everything organized in such a way that these things can go in there and be put away. He's the type of person, he likes to see the things that he needs to deal with or see the things that he has that he might use. But I'm hoping if I can get things organized enough and he can have that cabinet in the hole I made by taking my desk out of here, that will suffice. And then I'll be happy because, you know, my decorating style is, could we make this so it looks like no one lives here? And he'll be happy because he'll know where his stuff is. Here we have the picture of me that my daughter drew, and we have papers, actionables. These are actionables. And of course the envelopes. Now let's see what's in here. I used to have stuff in here too, but since I have an office now, I don't have anything in here, but you can see it's like a junk drawer, honestly. So I might need to just take everything out of here. And then we have the drawers, all kinds of junk in here. Of course, cords, people. What is it with the cords? Oh, this is actually stuff we took out of his bedroom. Okay, yesterday. That at least makes sense. That one's empty because I was using it before. This one's empty because I was using it before. So we just need to prioritize these things, figure out what really needs to be in here. And then we can organize the stuff I would like to be in here. For example, some of the stuff that he has here. All right, so this is all coming out. I'm going to put it in this box. And then I'm setting this thing up the way it should be set up. And then I'll allow him to edit. But hopefully he'll be so excited for what a fabulous job I did that he will not want to change anything. Yeah, these are definitely junk drawers. You know, this stuff was all the stuff he said he needed for work, not that though. So I will leave that stuff. If these are work cords, fine. So for now, I'm going to leave that. And then these two, as I said, are empty. But let's get going on this. This is medication. We'll leave that up here. I don't want him to forget his meds. These are like little yogurt jars, which he loves to collect. Oh dear, I'm dropping everything. That, my friends, is the deed to a car. So that needs to be in our files. Old credit cards. These need to be cut up. So I'm going to fit in my box. So if he thinks, oh, I'll keep this, I see right where it goes. This is 20-year black. He'll want to keep that since he wanted that little 5-year pin. Send help, guys. What the heck? This is in case you can't see. I don't know. What? Why? Why? So the real question is, would he even notice if I got rid of half of this stuff? I'm going to make the ultimate sacrifice because I love him, and I'm going to use my own desk in my office to kind of sort through all of this stuff. All right. According to my water bottle, it's 10 o'clock, but it's actually 10:30. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to look for things that I feel like are actually needed in the office. And I'm going to set that up. And then have him go through it and see if he sees anything that needs to go in the office. As I start organizing my home, I want to only have things in each room that you use in that room. Everything else, if you use it, where do you use it? you got to figure it out. And it's got to go in that room in an organized way. And then you got to figure out what doesn't fit in my life, and that needs to go. Now, the exception would be Christmas tree. I use a Christmas tree in the living room, but not all the time. So the Christmas tree, obviously, is going to go in storage. You know, that sort of thing. You know, so seasonally, that's what my basement is for. I can have things that we use seasonally down there and bring them up for the season. But, like, there's no way we're going to use all the stuff that is in here. But we've got all these little, which would be great if they had a purpose. But I'm not sensing a purpose in any of this. And he's probably going to be like, what have you done when he gets home? But that's okay. I can handle that. But, like, this obviously is a phone case. That's not on his phone. Is he ever going to use it again? Does he still have the phone? Those are all questions that I need to ask him. And I know he's super busy today because he has his work and then he's driving kids around for me. So I know some of this is sentimental clutter. We already went through gift cards yesterday and he's got a few more to go through. But what I really want to do is get out anything that is related to the office, which this is like a light you use when you're camping. Definitely not needed in an office. Not sure I was ready to lose my desk for the day, because this is what I'm seeing is going to happen. Wow. There's always a moment when you first start decluttering where you're like, man, I wish I had never started this. This is where I'm at right now. But, you know, I have places for office supplies. We don't need to have 24, 25, 26 pens in the office. I have a place for that stuff. So I feel like a lot of this is sentimental almost. Wi-Fi booster, patches for his pants. This is trash. Trash. Got lots of headphones here. A battery. I bet the battery's for his watch. Games. I have a place for games in the basement, so that's going in the basement for sure. A mask. We got masks everywhere. Do you have masks everywhere? All these little tools. Yeah, definitely thinking, why in the world did I start this? This is not a tiny old phones, camera. That's Vivitar. I mean, that's no good. Maybe I could get him to get rid of that. He can use my camera. Nasal strips, which I know never worked for him, so that's trash. Glasses, which are probably completely scratched from being there. Yeah, those are trash. Alright, I'm going to move this stuff because this is for painting today. Because who am I if I don't have 5,000 projects going?
Fortunately, this small box, which was actually my file box, had a few things that just needed to be put away. So that was super easy. And so at this point, I have the things that I want my husband to go through in a cardboard box, and I am cleaning up because it's my intention to move that little white cabinet. So I am cleaning and vacuuming underneath where it goes because I always like to clean behind and under things whenever I move them. It's just the perfect opportunity. That way you're not thinking when you deep clean that you've got to go ahead and do that. You're just doing it when you move things around, which I do pretty often. I'm always trying to get things to look a little bit neater, a little bit more organized, and usually trying not to spend a lot of money. So dusting off the cabinet, moving it, it's pretty much empty. So it was super light. Don't worry. I did exhaust myself a bit today, but not right now.
This lamp is too tall to be here. These, I'm assuming, are the books he's reading right now, so we're going to put them in an attractive way. I want to do the top of this so that it doesn't encourage piling. I'm going to do this for now, just to reserve the spot. Now I want to see what will fit. Will these fit? No. Nope, not happy. And I'll give him a few of these pens for now right here, but I prefer them inside. But I'm not gonna cut off my nose to spot my face. Don't like it, but it's not terrible. So we had these little boxes. I'm going to put a couple of these here, and that will be for the little things he does want to toss. He is going to toss, and so we'll just go through these every once in a while. And I'm going to put his pills in here in the front. And if this was his, it's for his lips. Then these were the pens on his desk. This was also on his desk. These are things that hold his phone, so I will put these in here too. Then his 20-year work plaque, because honestly, if you're going to keep it, display it. If you're not going to keep it, get rid of it. If you're not going to display it, rather, you should get rid of it. Here we go. Here's our actionable file, so that needs to be seen. Then next, I have envelopes, my bill book, where I also keep stamps and extra checks. So everything I need to pay bills is right here. Then on the bottom, I would like to find a box that would fit so that he could be throwing in whatever he feels he needs, but it would be contained. Now I'm going to quickly kind of go through this spot. Don't know what that's for. This is trash. That is a password. Oh, he's home. He got back way too fast. So what I'm going to do is just pick out a couple little sentimental things that I think could go by his bed, and then we're going to give it a rest until he can help me with it. And then I'm going to box up all the stuff I unboxed, because honestly, none of this stuff seems like office stuff to me. I'll just tell him, if you're missing anything, it's probably in my office. You know, phone covers. Do you guys keep the original boxes that things came in? Let me know. These will go in one of those little white boxes. Although I want him to tell me if they work.
Welcome back.
Stop.
To throw your stuff away. Throw your husband's stuff away. So we've decided to divide things into two piles. The keep and the get rid of. And then we'll take the keep and look at where are we going to put them. Where should they go? All right. So anyway, starting with our wedding photo, we are going to keep this.
We can keep it. I guess so.
I also bought these recently, which are very nice, which is a set of Bluetooth speakers. I like them, but you don't use them all the time, but I am keeping them.
When are you going to use them next?
Probably when I'm outside, or if we do a movie night and we put up a screen.
Right.
And I don't know. Yeah. This was a gift from my family to me so that I could not monopolize the TV and therefore play videos on my phone and make them look bigger.
I don't think you use that.
I have used it.
You have used it in the past.
I don't use it that often, no.
Should you get rid of it?
No, I'm not getting rid of it. I'm keeping it. Yeah.
How about these masks?
I do like the main one. That's kind of so that's kind of cool. I don't need to. This was from our son's wedding, if you remember.
Yep, let's get rid of them.
Got married. You want to get rid of them? Okay.
We get enough masks.
Alright. This is a portable router that I use when I travel for business, which we haven't done much lately.
Okay.
Keeping my router.
Come on.
Yeah.
25-minute video.
There's a power cord here somewhere that goes with that. I think
there's a cord.
I think this is it.
We need to match the cords with the things that they cord to.
Yeah. So, yes, we're at it again with the cords. Yeah.
It's not my fault there's a cord everywhere. This is a very sweet picture of my children.
I'm not sure where this will go. This is the current directions for our Wi-Fi router.
Where's the Wi-Fi router?
The one behind the TV in the living room.
How don't I put it with the TV then? Do we need to keep that, or is that information online?
I think we should keep that.
All right, hand it to me and I'll go put it with the TV stuff. Then it will be with the thing. With the thing it's for.
This was a birthday card for my kids. We're going through cards again. Oh my. This is actually a set of notes that I took for a funeral. Some of you may not know, but on occasion I've done funerals for different people. This we pulled up, right?
Oh, right. Tyler. I'm gonna give this to Tyler. It's a letter he wrote to my parents. It must have been in my mom's stuff. See, there's a sun glare, so they can't really see these things.
Alright, so this is the box that goes with the Wi-Fi extender. It's right there.
Well, we don't need the box.
It has parts that you'll need and directions. So it needs to be kept somewhere.
Do you need this?
Yes, in case we have to put the wire back together.
Uh-uh.
I'm just saying no, you probably don't, but
I'll be the runner. So this is trash.
This goes with my current work phone.
What's that?
That's the box it came in.
Why do you need the boxes?
It has parts. It's my work. If my company asks me to return it,
okay.
I gotta return it in the box.
But we're not gonna keep it on your desk.
No, we'll put it somewhere else.
Why don't we put
this is where I was keeping splitters and cords.
Put it in the keep pile, and then we're gonna figure out where it all goes. Remember?
Okay. Yeah. This is a bunch of splitters and cords that I can put with the ones we had last time.
Because we need more.
This is my company. It's the headphones that came with my company's cell phone. You have some more cords. This probably is a get rid of or seller based. I'm trying. We're going through cords again, people. It could be forever. Cords there. This is our hard drive. That's why I had all these things, because they were important to keep. I'm not sure why this was moved, but this is actually a camera. All this stuff was in the plastic, in a plastic
It wasn't.
thing.
It's just where
it was in this.
It's a camera.
Yeah. Yep. It's a camera. This piece right here.
James Bond. I'm Bond. James Bond. That's a
mobile
camera?
Yes.
What are you going to use it for?
A camera. To record things.
Quando.
Alright, these can go downstairs. That's why that's why I put them in there.
You're gonna read them again?
This hasn't even come yet, so this is starting up. This one I need to keep by because it starts the next series. These put downstairs. These are some headphone odds and ends that I keep in case I have to replace the headphone thing, I guess. And there's some old cards, but they're not.
They're old. You shouldn't keep expired cards.
Well, hold on. Not all of these are expired. He's not there anymore.
Every little bit counts.
That's expired. International House of Pancakes card. Alright. Well, I guess okay. Oh, we're back to the parts. So, this was in the closet. But this is used for one of the tables we have. I think it's these desks. They're for our desks.
I don't feel like we need these tools anymore because we put the desks together already.
Okay. Put it over here, but I might keep them. Alright, these I use to keep things like, you have stuff next to your desk or whatever, and you're putting pieces of change,
yeah, you put little,
things, like
nothings in them, and then you have 10,000 of them with no rhyme or reason. Oh, look, another shuffle.
This is part of my work stuff, so keep that.
We have a matched set. Somebody tell me, are these like worth millions of dollars because they're so old? Some of you still have these, right? I think so. That use them.
Camera.
This you never use. I think you should get rid of this. It's patches.
I have, well,
you've had this
patches
for years.
for jeans, but yes, I don't wear those types of jeans.
Okay, so we're gonna get rid of this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Woohoo! How about this? I think we should get rid of this.
I just got rid of that phone, but I guess so.
We got rid of the phone.
Well, no,
We can
still
donate it, and someone else might need it.
Sure.
Do you need this?
I guess not. No, we were using it to see things.
We don't need to see things.
Yeah, well.
Can we get rid of this? It's a really crappy camera. Because if you even move when you're taking a picture.
But this was like my 10 or 15 year anniversary gift from my company.
Right. Can we get rid of it?
Yeah, if you take the card out. Amazon
4 gigabytes.
Yeah.
4. Mine is 128 gigabytes. This is 4.
Outdoor light that we're keeping.
Yeah, it just needs to go somewhere else.
Yep.
How about this? We have a lot of these. Do you need this?
I bought one for all the children. That's why we have a few.
Alright, I'll put it with their phones.
Yeah.
This is a shuffle charger, so I don't feel like we need
You have
that.
those shuffles.
Yeah, so we can
You
get
just
rid of
pull
the
out.
charger with the shuffle.
an empty box.
So we can put all the things we're getting rid of that's not trash, can go in that box if it's a meaningful donation.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could even donate it tonight. When we go out to get you on, we could donate it.
I guess this one, I believe, goes in one of the cars somewhere. We just have to find out where it goes in.
Are you
The
serious
rest of
right
this,
now? Do we
can-
miss this?
rest of this
Are we
can
gonna
get
miss
rid of.
this?
Probably not.
Let's get rid of it then.
I'll put all these in my toolbox in the basement. I'll put it in my toolbox.
car.
These things will go in my toolbox.
Oh man. Okay. Get rid of
away.
trash first. Anything donatable can go in the box. And then we'll go through what we're keeping, categorize it, and figure out where it's going.
So this can be donated. This can be donated.
Yeah.
This can be donated.
What I was hoping is that things that are relevant to working in your office, what you do in this room, we'll keep in this room. And we'll find appropriate storage. And what you don't do in this room, we will keep somewhere else.
So this is just going to end up going in different places, not in the office. This was a very, very difficult declutter. Probably the hardest room I've done so far, maybe not counting the basement. And I think the reason for it is, you know, some of this stuff came out of our bedroom when we did my husband's closet. And when you live in a small space, or at least small compared to the amount of people that you have, because I realize that there's a lot of people that have smaller spaces than I do. What happens is you have all these little things and they get put in little corners of the house, little corners of drawers, and you don't really deal with them. So then when you bring it all out, there are a certain amount of things, and it's why we have junk drawers, that you don't really feel like you can get rid of, but you don't really have a dedicated place that makes sense for them. And we have chased things around the house where we decluttered one room and it went to another room, and it's that type of stuff. So here in the office, it had finally gotten chased to that little white cabinet, and it was time to deal with it, and it was very, very hard to deal with. And I'm telling you, it does not have to be sentimental clutter to be emotional. And it might not be sadness, it might not be wrapped up in missing someone. It's just wrapped up in, I want to have a smaller footprint and I want to be able to deal with this stuff. And I honestly have no idea where to put it.
Actually, you know what?
You should put that in your office.
All right. Give me the photo. I have photos in the diary room, actually, that I've been trying to go
Do you
through.
remember my filing cabinet thing for fuels? Next Google. Donation, so we're done.
Yeah, I just wanted to.
Thank God the hardest part was over. I'm sure you could see it in his face. You'd have been able to see it in my face if I had been turned toward the camera. At this point, we are absolutely, completely emotionally spent and completely sick of decluttering. I think part of the frustration too is I've done so much decluttering in the basement, and there are areas that he has helped with. Obviously, you've seen the videos, but I have done more than he has, and you just reach a point where you're feeling like, honestly, it's easier to just get rid of it. When in doubt, toss it out. Especially if it's something that would be easily replaced financially. It's just pass it on, bring it to Goodwill, throw it away, whatever needs to be done. And he hasn't done quite as much decluttering, so he hasn't reached that place of, you know what, sometimes I just don't care anymore. But it was good. We got through it, and now this room is back in shape, and people can hang out on the couch. He can even do his work on the couch. He moved that floor lamp over so that it's more useful, and I'm getting everything vacuumed up, and it feels really, really good. And I have to say, it probably felt even better the next day than it did on this day, because, whoo, I'm going to tell you, we were so completely and totally tired. My advice for decluttering with your spouse is to use humor and laughter and try not to take things too terribly seriously. I'm about to show you the after here, but don't go anywhere. I think you're going to want to hear his thoughts, my husband's thoughts at the end of this video. Also, in the last 20 seconds, I'll have the video of when we decluttered his closet in the upper right corner. Honestly, it was a hoot, and I know you're going to want to see it, so I will see you over there after you get finished watching this video. Here is the office as it stands now. We got the books. This is so much better. Still empty. Still empty. And this is so good.
So this is the debriefing.
Kidding.
We did it.
No,
Yay!
it's cleaner. And
We kill each other.
no, and we always try to remember the principle that if we ever move, it'll be a lot easier because we don't have all that stuff we're carrying with us. And I think that's part of what my wife is trying to say a lot of times is learn to travel light.
Yeah.